Hello, to another part of NiGHTS. This time we are doing the shoehorn level, apparently. I don't know what it's called. And apparently, from what I found out, this is the hardest level in the game. And it's called Sick Canyon the Revival, and I don't really see that as being true. It's more time-consuming than it is hard. I think that's the main problem. Because there is a bit in this, there's two bits in this, which you might struggle with. But for the most part, it's really not that difficult. None of these levels are that difficult, really. This game isn't that hard. Oh, by the way, there's a nice little icon there. I still don't know what that does. I'm sure it makes you faster. You know, that looks like the Sonic thing there, but whatever. Right now, let's take care of getting all the orbs, making sure we get the orb that we need to break open that one thing. And, yeah, then we'll be done. Yeah, like, in this point, like this spot right here, you'll have enough to actually, like, get the points you need to make it through this and get the A, if possible. And I mean, the first man is extremely easy, and you'll be able to harvest a lot of points out of it, no problem. Of course, there's no little hoop thing to give you a nice little, cheaty way to get points. But hey, still very nice. The magnet thing is a bit of a, like, piece of shit. I mean, it annoys the hell out of me, but it's not too bad. Again, as long as you get a lot of points here before you go for the next mares, you should be relatively fine. I think the boss is the hardest part of the entire game, really, when it comes to exactly what you're supposed to do here. Like, you don't have to get rid of the tail thing, you know, you don't have to do that bullshit with the first boss. You just bop his head off and that's about it, and that's not too hard. However, the boss of this level is, he's very difficult. He is a very... I hate this motherfucker, really, in this boss fight, because he is just a pain in the ass. And now I'm running out of time, so I have to get the hell out of here, which sucks. And that's about it for that mare. Now it's time for, I guess, the mare with the meat in it? The mare that has the problem that you'll be dealing with. That problem is, well, it's not too far. In fact, there it is right there. That little paddle thing. The paddle thing will actually fuck you over. And the reason for this is because the paddle thing is basically used for you to go and ride a time-consuming little thing, a little ride, that you will be using to get some points and such, well as some orbs. And I'll be using it right now just to show it off, but for the most part, it's... like, you can get a lot of points out of this, but the problem with this one is it's really fucking hard to control. Like, I'm trying to, like, move it in a way where I can get this shit, and I can't. Because, yeah, it really expects you to really know where the fuck you gotta go. And as far as I know, that's the hardest part of this level. Literally just fucking trying to figure out the directions you need to pull off in order to actually get the shit there and get a good score from that alone. I have seen so many people struggle from doing that because it is just bullshit, really. It's not fun, it's not good, it's just bullshit, and I hate it. And everyone else hates it too that's played this game, so I'm not alone in that. But yeah, when your time starts to get very low, avoid going for that. Only go for that once, really, because, yeah, it's very time-consuming and very useless. Just don't fucking go for it when your time is going low. You will not have enough time to get through the whole thing, really. And now it's time for me to go ahead and get some more stuff, because that's what we want. So, about this one, we are stuck in this little hoop thing until we hit this, and then we're free. Then we break into that, and we get rid of this, and we grab some more of these little dots here. And we get a lot of points from here. And also we go through this, in which we are now magnetized. Everything goes and pulls right into us. Now, if you want to beat the best, you want to get through this as quickly as possible, without hitting anything, with a lot of shit on you. The reason I say this is because if you complete this correctly, you will get a shit ton of points. And, yeah, it helps. You want to make sure you use that as a way to grind points, because trust me, it's actually pretty useful. And yeah, that whole magnet thing is the only time you ever get it in this game. Oh, and now I get to do this shit. Which I'm gonna try and grind the hell out of points here, too. Nailed it. This is the best way of grinding points, by the way. Doing that. Of course, the main thing is that you won't have enough time to get through the rest of that. So, just go back and, you know, complete that mare, and then you're in the final mare. Which is the hardest mare, because it has 2 of those fucking paddle rides. And, yeah. Nobody likes those. But there's also this spot here. Which is actually a really interesting spot. But all you need to worry about is getting the orbs here. Like, I'm not kidding. Just get the orbs here. And you'll also notice there is that shit. And also notice there is shit falling down from the sky. If you're not careful, you will hit into that, take damage, and yeah, you'll get screwed over for it. You'll lose time, basically. And you don't want that. So, do your best to avoid hitting those balls, which I somehow did at the end. And then hit the thing, get time bonus, and yeah, begin to ride, because you have no choice. Now, for this ride, you will have to wait a bit, and then you can begin. In which, you know, movement is a bitch. But if you can somehow maneuver your way through no problem, then, yeah, you'll get a lot of points for this. It's not a very rewarding one, but it's nice. And then you're forced into the next one. You have no choice. You get a second chance at this anyway, so that's nice. But, of course, you will not be as good as me. And you'll probably do the same thing you did before. And you'll probably get fucked for that. Yeah, I got that. Not many people actually get that, even on their second try. So, you know, get good. Is all I can say on that one. And honestly, after getting that, that's it. Sure, I got an A. I got an A in all of them. But now it's time to see the boss. What do you think the boss of this level is, huh? I'll give you a hint. Yep, it's Riala. And he's a prick. Well, the genderless, but he looks like a man anyway. There's only one way to beat him, and that is to ring around him. No, seriously, that's the only way to beat him. He's the equivalent of doing that whole tail thing, really. And if you charge into him, you will rarely ever knock him down. In fact, he'll charge into you first, and you'll lose time. And it sucks. But yeah, you're supposed to trap this guy in your ring, and he'll take damage. And after about 3 of these hits, he'll be defeated. He isn't too hard in a way, but yeah, he is a very hard boss. The hardest boss in the entire game, really. And I just beat him in no time, and I got an A. So that's pretty good. And that's it, Sick Canyon, the hardest level in the entire game. According to a lot of people. Except it's not. And honestly, that's it for all the 3 unique levels of Elliot. Now we have the other side of the spot. Both Elliot and Claris have the same last level, and we'll be doing both of them in the final part of Nights in the Dreams. So, thank you for watching, guys. Next time on Nights, we'll be doing the final level of the entire game as both Claris and Elliot. See you then.